Hey guys, this is Anita. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about all the books I read in November and December of 2023. I said all the books as if there are so many, but I completed only 4 books. There are other books I started like Bookshops and Wonders and Forest of Enchantments, but I haven't completed them. I completed only 4 books. And interestingly, all 4 books are by the same author. So we can say November and December are months of KJ Parker. 2 are from one series, Engineer Trilogy, and other 2 are from different trilogy, Korax trilogy. So I talk about them together. First two books I want to talk about are Devices and Desires and Evil for Evil by KJ Parker, books 1 and 2 from Engineer Trilogy. Let me read the blurb of Devices and Desires. When an engineer is sentenced to death for a petty transgression of guild law, he flees the city, leaving behind his wife and daughter. Forced into exile, he seeks a terrible vengeance, one that will leave a trail of death and destruction in its wake. But he will not be able to achieve this by himself. He must draw up his plans using the blood of others. This is the extraordinary tale of a man who engineers a war to be reunited with his family. So when I read this blurb, I was sure I was going to love this book. I was so excited. I thought actually it's about the revenge, it's about the rebellion. This engineer is coming back to be reunited with his family. He'll take revenge on this system. But I am completely wrong. I mean, it was true that he wants to be reunited with his family. He wants revenge, but he doesn't disagree with the system or its rules. He actually completely believes in system. He understands why he was going to be executed. Parker completely subverted this revenge trope, which I did not see it coming even after reading 3 other Parker books. I think before starting this book, I read 4 Parker books. I know what he's capable of, especially with his characters. Even then, I did not expect this. It shocked me. It took me some time to get used to the idea, to get used to this main character. I can't even call him morally grey character. There is nothing grey about that. I did not like the main character. He is a sociopath who does not care about anything to achieve his goal. On par with other Parker's character, he is very intelligent, but I struggle to be in the mind frame of someone like Gianni. But I like the other characters in this first book. Though it was bleak, I really enjoyed it. I gave first book 4.25 stars. In the second book, Evil for Evil, Parker doubled down on his themes. It was more bleak and I felt more miserable throughout the book. But surprisingly, I liked second book more than the first book. It was 5 stars for me, though I felt miserable. I am almost done with the third book now. I have 50 pages left. Once I finish that, I'm planning to do a video doing a deep dive on these characters actually. First 2 books are good. As I said, I gave second book 5 stars and first book 4.25 stars. But reading third book actually made me appreciate these characters more. I cannot wait to finish this and talk about it. We also have discussions on each book in Alan's channel. Check them out. They're actually amazing discussions. And the next 2 books I want to talk about are Cyrus Corax Captures the Castle, which is second book of Corax trilogy, and Cyrus Corax Gets Away with Murder, which is third book of this trilogy. I'm not sure how I would have felt about these books if I had read them separately, but reading these books in parallel with Engineer Trilogy made me appreciate these more, made me like these more, because Engineer Trilogy was so bleak and Corax Trilogy books are so hilarious. I looked forward to reading these books. Cyrus Corax is also a morally grey character, but Parker made me fall in love with him, especially in the second book. I think second book is the most funniest book out of all 3. I also loved the themes Parker explored in this book. Entire second half, Parker introduced us to this completely new culture, new people. It was a fascinating reading experience actually, getting to know these characters. He completely drew my attention and I read entire second half in a single day, which is like 100 plus pages, which is a huge deal to me, especially in the middle of slump. Cyrus Corax actually is a battlefield scavenger. After the war is over, he gets the deal of this battlefield and he has a huge team which each member is responsible for armor, one team is responsible for jewelry. This entire trilogy talks a lot about death, but Parker approached that in a hilarious tone. I found this entire trilogy hilarious. I loved the second book. It was 5 stars for me and it also made my top 12 list. In the third book, Cyrus Corax gets away with murder. Parker explores serious themes like what exactly is truth, how our memories work. It's all about memory and truth. The entire third book revolves around those two themes and it was fascinating actually reading that. But I like the second book more because in terms of story I preferred that one. Third one, I felt Parker did not address certain things. As a trilogy, I think I like this one more than Engineer Trilogy. I need to think about it actually once I finish the last book of Engineer Trilogy. But I think I like the themes explored in Cyrus Corax and I also like the funny tone in this book. And also I like the female character from Corax Trilogy. She is smart, on par with Cyrus Corax and she had agency. I really like that. I'll definitely do spoiler review of Cyrus Corax and detailed review of Engineer Trilogy where I'll talk about characters more. I don't want to give away anything else in this video. My favorite out of these 4 is second book from Corax Trilogy, Cyrus Corax Captures the Castle. Let me know what is your favorite book from December. Please like, comment and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye bye.